Jasper from Minneapolis, Minnesota wants to know, how do you know when to stop retouching? Where does it ever end?
When it's 3 a.m. and you're just
tired.
You're just tired. Well, I think you should stop retouching when you're looking for things to retouch. What do you think I mean by that?
I mean, I would sit down and look for things to retouch from the very beginning. So that means I'm done retouching before I even begin.
Well, no, wait. Okay, whoa.
Pump the brakes there, Gary.
Let's backtrack here for a second.
Okay.
All right. So, typically if you're a retoucher, okay, this is going to be specifically for retouching. If you're a retoucher, you will see flaws. Okay, you'll see like stuff like acne, flyaways, things that really catch your eye. Those are the things that I target first. Those are the things I'm looking after and I feel content about removing. If I am doubting whether I need to remove something, then that's the point where I probably would stop. If I'm like, you know what, I don't know if it's gonna look better if I remove that little under eye line, then I would leave it. Because I think that people who go too far with retouching, other people who look at that work, they're not gonna be receptive to it. You know, if they hate something, they're not gonna tell you they necessarily hate it. They might. But a client won't tell you that they don't like your work. But if a client likes your work, they'll contact you and say, hey, let's work together. That's the difference. So leave it more natural, I would say, than overdoing it. If you're doubting something, keep it in there. The trend is going that way. The trend is going to keeping things more natural. So keeping things natural is better than overdoing something. That's what I mean when I say if you're doubting whether to take it out, keep it for now.
I'm typically a big fan of overdoing it.
Yeah,
but I think you're right in this situation. So now when you look at your recent work, how often do you say, ooh, maybe I went too far on that one?
It still happens from time to time. Yeah, I still go back like maybe a couple of months ago and I look at the work that I published and I'm like, you know what? I would have probably not taken that far here. I would have probably taken further there. But this is the learning process. That's the evolution of retouching. If you constantly feel like you're happy with everything you're doing all the time, there's a problem. If you feel like you're unhappy with everything you're doing all the time, that's a problem too. So you kind of be in the gray area.
So you're like, you got to be perpetually a little bit dissatisfied.
Yeah, you gotta be like a football team. You have your cheerleaders who are always cheering people on. You've got the coach who's always like, this sucks. Like
you got the water boy.
You got the water.
What's
he do? He's just like he's along for the ride.
He's hydrating you with coffee.
Yeah, he's a coffee boy. Yeah,
he's a coffee boy.
That's where the coffee budget comes in.
So there's a coffee boy in retouching.